Hey guys, in this video I'm bringing you the fate of Jaime Lannister in the final season, supported with leaks, trailer, teasers, promotional photos and a few theories and predictions of mine. Jaime will rally the Lannister forces in the Riverlands and set Admiral Tully free in episode 1. He will arrive with Lannister and Riverland forces at Winterfell in episode 2, and he'll reunite with quite a bit of characters, like Tyrion, Brienne and Bran Stark in episode 3. Jaime will fight in the battle for Winterfell, and thanks to the official Russian translated trailer we now know whose name is Jaime shouting in this clip. Jaime will save Bran's life, and by my theory he will also kill his sister Cersei and possibly even kill the Night King, thereby truly earning the name Kingslayer. With all that being said, let's just jump in. Jaime previously served in the Kingsguard of Aerys Targaryen, known as the Mad King, before infamously backstabbing him during the sack of King's Landing, earning Jaime the nickname of the Kingslayer, Stark. Jaime Lannister's arrival at Winterfell was firstly teased by the official Season 8 photos, where we saw Jaime in a Stark armor, that by the way looks exactly like Robb's, sitting in a room that, judging by the type of the wall in the background, seems to be located at Winterfell, and then the trailer confirmed it. Jaime will indeed arrive at Winterfell likely in episode 1 ending or episode 2 beginning, and he will also fight for Winterfell against the Night King and his army. He cannot help much without an army, but that's not a problem, since Jaime will get himself one along the way. The first we'll see of Jaime Lannister in season 8, in my opinion, will be at the crossroads scene where he'll make a stop for the night. That's also the place where Bronn will finally catch up with Jaime, and where the two will reunite. The next morning the two won't continue traveling the King's Road that runs straight towards Winterfell, but instead will take on the River Road that runs west into the Riverlands. Jaime and Bronn will go to Riverrun to rally the Lannister forces that were sent to the Riverlands to ensure peace, and while at it, Jaime will probably set Admiral Tully free under one condition: to rally the Riverlands and march them north at once, to help his nieces and nephews defend Winterfell against the Night King. Just recently, the cast lineup for the Game of Thrones Season 8 premiere was leaked, visible for all to see on HBO's schedule, and the name of an actor who plays Admiral Tully was there, and in my opinion it confirms that Jaime will pay him a visit in Season 8 premiere, set him free and convince him to go with him to Winterfell. Then either at the end of episode 1 or at the beginning of episode 2, Jaime will finally arrive at Winterfell with Bronn by his side, and the Lannister forces that he managed to gather, as well as with Admiral and the Riverlands forces he managed to rally. Jaime will have a huge reunion with quite a bit of characters. Tyrion and Brienne will be proud that Jaime has honored his pledge, while Dany and Sansa will be a bit suspicious about his intention upon finding out that Cersei betrayed him. They'll ask him why did he come to Winterfell with little Lannister forces, and why did he rally the Riverlands with Edmure, when his beloved sister and lover is obviously not going to help them, and why should they even trust him? That's when Jaime's line from the official trailer will come out. He will reply with, "I promise to fight for the living and I intend to keep that promise." Of course, Jaime's most important reunion is the one with Bran Stark, a kid he tried to kill to keep from reporting what he had witnessed, which if he had reported would have ended with Jaime, Cersei and all of their children being executed. Obviously we don't expect from the Starks to execute Jaime. After all, Jon Snow and Dany invited the Lannisters to come and support the living in the wars to come. Jaime agreed and honored his pledge, meaning that no harm would Jon do to him, nor would he allow anyone else to do so. Meaning that Arya most likely will not kill Jaime as soon as she finds out Jaime attempted to kill her sibling. Bran Stark will likely forgive Jaime, and this one will save Bran's life in episode 3, during the battle for Winterfell, which is actually something, but you cannot really say for sure what exactly is he shouting. However, the official Russian translated trailer gave us an answer to that. Jaime clearly shouts the name of Bran Stark. I cannot play that clip here because of copyright issues, but I'll leave the link to that trailer and exact time it happens. Check it out and you'll see for yourself that Jaime is clearly shouting the name of Bran. So what happens is that Jaime probably sees a bunch of whites breaching the crypts of Winterfell, or the Godswood of Winterfell, wherever Bran is at that moment. Jaime sees it and so he shouts Bran to someone, likely Arya, as a warning that his life is in danger. Then Jaime and Arya probably run to defend Bran. So Jaime and Arya go for Bran, who is probably accompanied by Sam wherever they are, and this right here might be Arya, and behind her Jaime and Sam pushing Bran as they all run for something. Since Jaime and Sam who are pushing Bran in his wheelchair will not be as quick as Arya, she will try to distract that something from them, running the other way and that way saving Bran. And this is the clip of her doing it, and here we can actually see what's chasing her. In this lightened version, if you look closely, you'll notice that she looks to be pursued by something with a skeletal face. Keep it in mind that Arya does not fear death, she'd stand and fight anyone or anything. Arya would not be afraid of whites or White Walkers, as she's actually fighting those in the trailer. She would not run from them, especially since she's holding a knife made of dragonglass, which kills them. I think the one chasing her, or at least one among them, is her brother Rickon, who died at the Battle of the Bastards, who's been buried in the crypts below Winterfell. Arya sees undead Rickon, she cries and is not able to fight him, so she runs. Back to Jaime. So he comes to Winterfell with all the forces he managed to gather, gives his best during the Battle of Winterfell and saves Bran. Nothing less have I expected for Jaime. He's doing what's right and he's finally being himself, truly honorable man. An actor who plays Jaime, Nikolai Coster-Waldau, teased that it's exactly what Jaime will do throughout the final season. He said that Jaime is choosing to do what he believes is right. Fighting for the good side and abandoning Cersei is right, but killing Cersei in Season 8 Episode 5, upon he finds out she plans to burn the entire capital to the ground by using wildfire, including 1 million innocent people, as well as Jon, Dany and their armies who will come there after the fall of Winterfell and will be fighting the Night King and his army inside would also be the right choice. That's one endgame theory for Jaime. Let's talk about it for a minute. Even though the living side will suffer a tremendous defeat in Winterfell, most of the main characters will make it out alive, including Jaime Lannister. The entire living side will have to seek refuge somewhere south, and as it's been confirmed by leaked photos, Jon and Dany will come to King's Landing to once again parley with Cersei. At the end of Season 7, Cersei's plan was to allow her enemies to exhaust themselves against the army of the dead, then have the Golden Company mop up the remnants of whoever is left in the north. However, the army of the dead is the one that will win the battle for the north. This is a moment Cersei will forge a new plan. She will now allow the entire living side to seek refuge at the capital, but she will also open the city gates for the army of the dead. Cersei's plan is to have all of them fighting inside King's Landing, whereupon she would burn them all with wildfire that is hidden all over the capital, and that way get rid of all her enemies. At first glance, it would seem like Jon is coming to plead for Cersei's help after the living side has suffered a huge losses at Winterfell. After all, Jon would not return to enemy territory unless the circumstances were dire, and that's exactly what's happening here. Long story short, this huge meeting between Cersei and Jon will end with another fake promise on Cersei's behalf. She will ensure Jon that the living side can seek refuge in King's Landing, and it must not fall, while she's actually setting already mentioned trap. When Jaime finds out that Cersei intends to use wildfire to get rid of all her enemies, including Jon's and Dany's armies that came to save the capital, Jaime will realize his sister is no different than the Mad King. When Jaime finds out that Cersei is about to order the entire city to be burned down to ashes with 1 million people rather than support the living side and fight the Night King, because she knows if the living side is to win, she will not be able to keep the Iron Throne, Jaime will have to do something huge. Jaime will have to kill his sister. Jaime already sacrificed his honor once in order to save hundreds of thousands of innocent lives, by killing the Mad King, and has ever since been called the Kingslayer. However, Cersei now intends to do the same. It's pretty safe to say that Jaime is going to kill his sister once she gives an order to Qyburn to, as the Mad King used to say, burn them all. Jaime will do a noble sacrifice once again, but this time he will not trade it with his honor, this time it requires his life. Jaime will sacrifice himself by killing Cersei, as he knows the mountain will kill him immediately. That's one endgame theory for Jaime. The other states that Jaime will actually kill the Night King, thereby truly earning the name Kingslayer. All his life it's been an insult, but now people will call him that in triumph. This time everyone will know that Jaime Lannister is the savior of Westeros, and the only reason they are alive. That's the Jaime the Night Kingslayer Lannister endgame theory. Perhaps he'll kill both, Cersei and the Night King, but I highly doubt it. I do however believe that he'll kill one of them, although it's probably going to be Cersei Lannister. There you have it guys, Jaime's fate in Season 8, with some events being confirmed and the other just predictions and theories of mine. In conclusion, Jaime will definitely play a huge role in this final season, and one cannot simply wait to see how Jaime's story will play out. Feel free to leave your thoughts about all of this in the comment section down below. Do you like this Jaime's path through Season 8, and his endgame theories, or do you not? And if you think I missed something, please let me know. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe to our channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.